Welcome, Patriots, to Patriot Press Live. I'm Chase Page.
And I'm Isaac Summers. On today's show, we've got reporting on the start of the school year, some of the latest sports news, and pop culture.
But our lead story today, another tragic act of violence occurred in America at the end of August. This time in the form of a shooting in a Minnesota church. This news sparked reporter Kenzie Miller to dig deeper into the school safety here at Northern High School.
On August 27, 2025, a mass shooting broke out at the Church of Annunciation in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The school teaches children ranging between pre-K to 8th grade. The shooting killed 2 children, with 14 other children and 3 elderly parishioners injured. This brings question of school safety to districts around the country and if school shootings can be prevented.
Prevented is I would love to say yes. Can I guarantee that? No, I can't make any promises. Do I think they can be minimized? Absolutely.
Northern High School has multiple policies in place if ever there were a dangerous intruder in the building. When asked, NHS admin declined to provide a comment on school safety policies and procedures. Northern does have a dedicated school resource officer, Deputy Naughton, that is in this building every day. Naughton says the school is in good hands.
But, active shooter enters this building, my job, I got to go towards, the sound of that gunfire. I have to engage the threat or, basically return fire.
It is very important that here at Northern High School, all students can enjoy a safe and secure learning environment. Lots of important information there from Deputy Naughton.
Here in Maryland, the legal age for gambling is 21, with some specific types of betting allowed at 18. But in that case, how is it so prominent in the youth? And what could it mean? Our own Sean Griebus looked further into these questions, hoping to find answers.
Gambling is starting to become a big presence among the young demographic, especially in Northern High School, as more people seem to pick it up every day.
I mean, we all gamble. We gamble in everything that we do. Like, you gamble getting up in the morning. You gamble traveling on Route 4 with how people, speed and do all that stuff there. But when it comes to sports gambling, Maryland says it's legal. And as a 21-year-old adult, if I want to follow the rules and place some bets on my phone, I'm going to do that.
Gambling is a highly addicting thing, but it is being normalized as just another pastime. Not only among adults, but among kids in high school, even while being illegal, in not only Maryland, but among all of the states in the U.S. People under the age of 21 can get criminally charged for gambling. It would be more severe for students in school as they can get charged heavily, including fines and community service.
Okay, so if you illegally sports bet, gamble, you're under 21, clearly you've lied about your age. If you're using someone else's identity just to create the account in general, possibly you're looking at identity theft, fraud, gambling in general could be illegal, just depending on what state you're in.
Not only is sports betting and gambling highly addictive, but many people have different philosophies on how it affects it, many saying it ruins the game.
I think that just gambling in general, it ruins sport. So I think everyone sees everybody else doing it, and I think they think it's cool, it's a fad, quick money if you can. But over time, you're not going to make that money back. So I think it's just an intoxicating feeling getting all that money.
From multiple perspectives, you can see that gambling and sports betting in general has taken the younger people by storm. We hope for a fix in the future or a crackdown on the consequences of these actions. This is Sean Griebus with WNHS TV.
Gambling can be highly addictive, especially at a young age. Let's hope that students here at Northern think twice before trying it themselves.
And some more uplifting news. Many schools in Maryland are debuting girls' flag football teams as official teams affiliated with their schools that have their own games and seasons this year. The change was long awaited by many. Reporter Mason McCloskey has more.
Northern is one of the many teams in Southern Maryland to adopt a girls' flag football team. Over the past couple years, there has been an increase in momentum to make girls' flag football an official sport, not just in Southern Maryland, but across the country.
It's an outfit. It's growing. The NFL's behind it. The Ravens, the Commanders are behind it. Well, actually, every NFL team is behind it. but they're trying to grow the sport of girls flag football, which is exploding right now across the country.
Flag football being in D1 colleges, because right now there are 71 colleges with flag football in them, but most of them are D2 and D1, but I know they're trying to bring them to like places like Texas that are D1 colleges, and yeah, it's just good opportunity for girls.
Preparing and practicing for years with many players playing rec and travel leagues, the teams see flag football as a big and exciting opportunity for the future.
Because there's a lot of travel leagues like all across the country now, and like I said, there's scholarship opportunities.
It gives girls an opportunity to receive scholarships and have an opportunity at college.
The girls are off to a hot start, beating Lackey 28-0, La Plata 21-0, and Huntingtown 55-0. They have an upcoming games against St. Charles, Calvert, and McDonough, and look to make a push to regionals and possibly states. I'm Mason McCloskey reporting for WNHS TV.
We hope to see our flag football team continue to succeed this season and in the future. Don't go away. We've got more sports and your weather coming up right after these messages.
Psychology is a really interesting class to learn more about the way people think and behave, so it helps you understand yourself and others around. Lots of interactive activities in AP Psych. We do a sheep brain dissection, we do nature neurons, we do celebrity brains, we do a cognition Olympics, we do a taste lab. So AP Psychology applies to your everyday life. It's a class that every person should be required to take.
See Ms. Wilkinson in room 302 for more information.
It's so difficult trying to decide what classes are right for me next year.
I feel like there aren't any classes for my career path.
What do you want to do for your career?
Something medical, like a doctor or a surgeon or maybe a nurse.
Have you checked out the biomed class?
What is biomed?
Biomed is the class for anyone looking to go into a medical field. Unlike taking a biology class, biomed really takes focus within things like medicine. It's a perfect class used to pave your path to a career in any sort of nurse, surgeon, or doctor. Welcome back. Before the break, we focused on a new girl sport here at Northern, but girls soccer has been at top of Northern sport for many years, and this year they are looking to replicate past success. Here's Connor Renzi with more.
With the school year well underway, fall sports are in swing. Girls soccer had a great year last year, winning the regional final. They look to build on their success this year, and we went and talked to 4 senior captains to see their plans for the season. All right, what is your outlook on the season?
My outlook on this season is we have a very strong starting line, and hopefully we win regionals, and I think we could definitely be a dominant team and smack.
Outlook on the season is hopefully very successful. I think this year we have a really good team, definitely a starting line that's really strong and enough subs that we will have a second string to keep us going through the whole game.
Our outlook on this season is to just have a good time and compete with the other teams.
There's a lot of star power in this year's girls soccer team, coming from sophomores, juniors, seniors. The big question is going to be if they can find togetherness and play as one, and we're going to see if Rossi can get them to do that.
There's probably Caitlin Lindman, Marley Gott, Cam Cousins.
I mean, as a sophomore, she's holding down the back line, playing like the whole game, even since last year, freshman on varsity. And probably Marley Gott. She's super fast and she's very technical on the wing.
Our star players, I feel, would be Ava Wilbur. I think she's really good attacking from the wing as a defender, but even though she is a good defender, she really allows us to push up field. And Kelty Goen, I feel like she's really good at being able to move the ball and finding space through.
This is Connor Renzi reporting with WNHS TV.
Very excited to see how girls soccer finishes out as we drop deeper into the regular season, inching closer to playoffs.
Couldn't agree more, Isaac. But you can't forget about the men's team, who have been very dominant to this point in the year. WNHS reporter Bryce Page gets the details about the men's soccer team.
Another season of Northern High School soccer is upon us. After an undefeated regular season but an early playoff exit, the boys look to restore order in the Southern Maryland Athletic Conference.
My expectations for this year as a soccer team, I want to hopefully get to the playoffs by October and win states, obviously.
To make it far in the playoffs, past regional final probably.
The boys have high hopes for this soccer season here at NHS, and they're off to a great start with 5 wins, and their only loss is at the hands of the reigning 4A state champions. But every year, one game sticks out.
I think our biggest rival is Huntingtown. It always is for all of our sports, and I think we're going to win with Sam Dick putting in a hat trick.
I think Huntingtown's going to be our biggest rival game, and Sam Dick's going to score 6 times.
Probably Huntingtown. I mean, they've been our rivals for a couple of years. You know, last year Sam scored 6 in the first half. That's pretty fun to watch.
I'm Sam Dick.
Looks like the boys have all the weapons they need to make a deep run in state playoffs this year. And good luck to all fall sports teams. I'm Bryce Page reporting with WNHS.
I'd have to say that despite a lot of major pieces graduating last year, the soccer team still looks like a threat because of Sam Dick.
The soccer teams are definitely not ones to be overlooked this year, but here in the studio with us more on all kinds of sports is reporter Hudson Globitz. Hudson.
Morning, Isaac, Chase. Fall sports are halfway done with their seasons. Football are 2-2 and play Calvert this week. Volleyball stands at an impressive 5-1. Boys soccer start their season 6-1. Girls soccer looks to bounce back in the second half of the season after some unlucky games. The golf team is dominating smack with a record of 9-0. Flag football is 4-1 and have let up 0 points in 3 of their wins. Field hockey is 3-2 after a convincing 8-0 win against Calvert last game. Cross country has been looking strong after winning their first smack meet. Isaac, Chase, back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Hudson, for that update. And now we'll turn it over to WNHS weather reporter Mason Winklowski for a look at the weather. Mason.
Good morning and thank you. It is currently 68 degrees outside with overcast skies. Those clouds will remain throughout the day and into tomorrow. Highs into the mid to upper 70s today and tomorrow, cooling off a little bit later this week, with highs barely reaching 70 degrees. Clouds clear out on Wednesday, leading to a pretty nice day overall, if not chilly at the start and end of the day. Thursday and Friday might see a few more clouds developing, but we should expect mostly sunny skies. Back into the upper 70s and possibly into the 80s over the weekend and the start of next week. As of now, no rain in the forecast for the foreseeable future. That's a look at your weather. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Mason. Some great reporting from our guys here in the studio, but make sure to stay tuned. Some fun, lighthearted stories are here right when we get back.
Chained down by the restraints of a writing assignment, no freedom to be creative. What is a hopeless student to do to release their creativity through writing? A hopeless void with no true solution. But there is, for you see, creative writing. Let your imagination be free by formulating words upon a paper. May thy write whatever they please. Join creative writing. Be free from the traditional.
This is you in school. Well, not really, but it could be. While you're in school reading books and wondering where the numbers went in math, you could have been watching movies. In Intro to Film, the question isn't what movies will we watch, it's what movies can we watch.
Can we watch comedies?
Why, of course.
Can we watch horror?
Intro to Film will show you the inner workings of filmmaking and guarantees that you'll enjoy your time. Sign up and make your intro into your film future.
Welcome back to the show. As we crawl deeper into the fall, we can begin to look back at what 2025 has looked like, specifically in the music scene. Many great albums have been released this year, but Isaac, which one has been your favorite?
You know, my favorite this year is the great album produced by The Alchemist and sang by Freddie Gibbs. It's Alfredo 2, but what would yours be?
Honestly, they all sucked. Reporter Bria Williams dove deeper into this year's new music releases to see what the students of Northern High School thought.
This is Bria Williams reporting with WNHS TV. 2025 has been a year for entertainment, from movies to some questionable ads and award show controversies. The most prominent of them all, however, has been new albums. Artists like Leve, who released her album A Matter of Time in August, Tyler, the Creator, who released his album Don't Tap the Glass in July, and Sabrina Carpenter, who notably released Man's Best Friend the same week school started, have made quite the impact with their new music.
I give like an 8. I think it's pretty solid, yeah.
I would say a good 9 out of 10.
Just probably like a 7 or 8.
Between the 3 albums, an overall rating of 7.5 was given. But people also shared a few other issues about these new songs.
She could have done better because they kind of sound like every other song of hers.
Students believe that Sabrina may be losing her originality. Her new album, Man's Best Friend, has the same sound as some of her past albums, and a slight change of style may do her justice in the future. And
Students shared many opinions and personal experiences about the artist.
I do. I like it. I like Leve. I like her style. I think it's good work. I don't think it's her best work. I think her past albums have been better.
I like the songs. I think that they sound like different. I feel like each of his albums have a different vibe, a different sound to it. This one definitely has like its own vibe, and I really like the way, yeah. It's definitely well made, I would say, definitely like thought into it. But this one is definitely really good. I was not expecting it to come out, so it was like an unexpected drop, but it was still really good.
Lots of music released this year. We'll have to wait and see what these artists come up with in 2026.
We have one more story today, but it's certainly not one you'll want to miss. Reporter Jacob Daly has once again wrapped himself up in another hard-hitting debate. This time, which way is the correct way to hang toilet paper? Chase, what is your take on this?
Honestly, it's over. There's no question about it.
I think it has to be over. I don't think it should even be a debate. Who wants to reach that far for toilet paper?
I agree.
Those are just our opinions here, but what does the rest of Northern think?
Toilet paper, a helpful tool that is one of the most crucial elements to the bathroom environment. With its presence comes its form and functions, helping those clean up. But with its placement in the bathroom, there are two options on how to display a new roll of toilet paper. You have the over and the under.
I'm kind of lazy when it comes to it, but I like to have it like facing me. So it's just easy to grab, I guess.
I go over, always over.
What would these students do if they saw someone presenting a roll the other way than they prefer?
It's just perfect personal preference, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much to me, but I mean, I would flip it if I saw it the other way.
I'd fix it. I would not let them get away with that. I'd take the toilet paper out and put it the other way without them knowing.
The display of toilet paper has been chosen with overwhelming support for throwing the paper over the roll, with differing views on what to do if they saw someone display toilet paper on the other way. This is Jacob Daly for WNHS TV.
Quite the story to finish out our first live show here. I wouldn't want it any other way.
A fun story to say the least. But before we close out, Patriots, let's make sure we are starting the year strong by getting our assignments turned in on time and getting to school on time every day. As you know, quarter one interims go out at the end of the week. And of course, thank you for joining us for our first Patriot Press Live episode of the new school year.
That's it for this show. Be sure to follow our Instagram and Twitter at NHS Patriot Press to stay updated on all things newspaper and broadcasting. Like and subscribe right here on YouTube at WNHS TV. Have a great day, work hard, be kind, get involved, and as always, proud to be a Patriot.